Hey, are you an investor looking to invest in 2023? I got the top 5 things that 2022 could teach you as you head into 2023, kind of give you some insight in terms of things to kind of look out for as we head into a new calendar year. Number one, 2022 has been all over the place. We came into the year still on a skyrocket ship, heading higher and higher in terms of home prices, affordability, and inventory was really, really low. As we came to around May of June of the year, the market started to shift and been on a consistent pace of shifting consistently every 30 so odd days or so till we are right now, where inventory is higher, days on the market is higher, but there's still deals to be had. So here's top 5 things that I learned from 2022 as an investor, as a real estate consultant, and a licensed real estate professional. Number one, being able to run your own race. It's critical that you don't get caught up in the hype. There's so many different ways to go about reaching your objective. You need to figure out for you as an investor, the first thing you need to understand is why. Why am I investing? But in addition to your why, what approach do you want to take? Are you looking to buy, fix, and flip? Are you looking to hold on to properties long term? So running your own race at your own pace is extremely critical. I know interest rates are high when you're dealing with traditional banks, but I also know there's hard money lenders, there's other sourcing avenues that you can pursue in order to still acquire properties and make it profitable as opposed to fashionable. Again, profitable over fashionable. And then number two, something to strongly consider is being able to, what is the market condition and how does the market affect what it is I'm looking to make happen? So number one, saying, listen, here's the strategy that I want to take. Is the market in line with the strategy that I'm looking to move forward with, or do I need to recalibrate what it is I'm looking to get accomplished and kind of hold on for a while as things pan themselves out? Of course, there's always deals to be had in every market. Let me say that one more time, a little slower. There's always deals to be had in every market in terms of whatever the cycle is. One of my mentors to this day told me, the market is the market, which means that you have to create your own market. You have to dig deep enough and understand what it is you're looking to get accomplished, irregardless of what's going on around you, but still being mindful of what's going on around you. So that's number two, being able to understand the market and the shifts and the things, how it's going to affect what it is you're looking to get accomplished from a strategic perspective. Number three, always deals to be had, as I just mentioned, but in addition to being able to find the ideal deal, you need to, of course, make sure that you're having safeguard risk as well, trying to shield your downside potential losses, but also put yourself in a position, even if the property isn't doing what it needs to do to the highest degree right now, we know if things begin to shift and settle over the next 12 to 18 months, that real estate is still one of the biggest bets. How do I know? How do I know this? Just take a look at the recent information about JP Morgan about to spend $1 billion in real estate in this particular market, because they know, as well as most wealth creators know, that real estate being a part of your portfolio, not saying that it's the end all be all, that is the only thing that you should do, but in a lot of cases, doing that alone can get you in a really, really great financial position and a legacy building position in terms of being able to have, not only have assets, but also have appreciation in addition to being able to increase your net worth, and not to mention the bottom line. Because one thing that you want to keep in mind is that as an investor, you want to make sure that you want to have, ideally, bottom line growth, which means that you want to have the property produce value over an extended period of time in terms of net profit. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So now, number four, 2022, again, has been a turbulent time. No different when you're on an airline flight, when you think about being able to hit turbulence, and then you may have to, they come on the intercom and say, hey, listen, you need to sit down, put your trays up, because we're about to enter some turbulent territory. And so then at that point, you're going to focus on what it is that the pilot is saying, and also to the stewardess, to ensure comfort, number one, and relying solely on their skill set to get us through that turbulent time in order to have a successful landing at the end of our trip. No different as it is in real estate or any other industries, that when you have turbulent times, you want to make sure that you got a strong team of professionals working on your behalf that's able to navigate their way through what it is that you're going through, based on all the other three items that I mentioned prior to this fourth one being the team. So having a built out team that's ideal in terms of not only just being able to help you acquire property, but how's your property performing? How's the property performing in terms of the turbulent times? Is the values are still steady? What type of comps, what activity is going on in the immediate area? And also too, If you did all the other 3 items right, leading into the 4th one, being able to weather a turbulent time is also going to be more easier for you because you've assembled a team, you have trust in the team, and the team has illustrated that they're in a position there to help you work yourself through the process and the transition. Oftentimes as an investor, we'll call a listing agent on a property. We buy the property from the listing agent. We find our own property management company from an online source or maybe a referral. And now we got a segmented aspect of the industry. And most of the time, the real estate agent that sold you an investment property is long gone unless you consistently right now today buying property. You don't have their ear to lend on them in order to be able to help you get your way through the situation. So I always suggest that you have a strong team, but not just for the sake of acquisition, but for relationship-based. Relationships are the key in terms of success, I believe, in industry, but specifically in real estate, because being able to have somebody that you can entrust in, irregardless whether there's a monetary transaction on the table, then it shows the true character and the true skill set and interest in the commitment of the individuals all involved in that process. So that's number 4, make sure that you have the ideal team in mind. And number 5, being able to be cautiously optimistic. With that being said, is that it's a phrase that goes, you don't wait to buy real estate, you buy real estate and wait. And of course, I'm not saying run out here and pay a premium for a price in a market that's adjusting. What I am saying is that you're running your own race, number 1. Number 2, you understand the market has shifted with all the things related to the strategy that you're going to take, this whether it be buy, fix, and flip, or buy and flip, or whether it's wholesaling, or whether it's buy, fix, flip, refinance, and rent. Or rent and refinance, and then do it all over again, rinse and then repeat. So whatever strategy that you have in mind, you want to make sure that you understand from an optimistic perspective, but also being realistic and knowledgeable of what's going on the ground at any given time. Being able to have access to the information in real time and having somebody in that market, in that industry, in that marketplace, going to afford you the opportunity to be able to, number 1, stay in tune to what's going on, even if you're not making any transactions. And number 2, when the time comes, if things begin to pivot and level themselves off in real time, you're able to have somebody on the ground looking out for you with your best interests involved. So those are the top 5 things, top 5 takeaways that I think for 2022 that every investor, seasoned, novice, or just about to get started out of the gate should pay close attention to. Always contact us for a free consultation in terms of the real estate market here in Memphis, Tennessee. Terrence Hill, the real estate consultant, 901-691-2722. And of course, on Instagram, social media, the real estate consultant. Thank you.